purpose.
And it's so good as an artist to also be able to understand the producing side of things. I mean, I've produced a co-produced bet with Neil Gooding, who's on the chair here in Hayes. But
and he's here. Who was here?
He was here.
Before,
He was here.
Yep.
And now I fully produce Go Your Own Way myself. And so being able to understand both sides of it, you might not have any interest at all as an artist producing your own show, but I certainly know what benefits I have found from doing it, and that's understanding both sides of the business, which I think is really important in this day and age, you know, for artists to be able to understand that. You know, you can speak to venues, you can speak to producers, you can learn a lot more about producing your own stuff starting out. I mean, I was forced to because I couldn't afford anyone to do it, so I just learnt. That's fine, that's great, but I learned nonetheless, and now I really value having that sort of left brain, right brain attitude towards my work.
You really owe it to yourself to be across all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Because you never know whether, just because somebody has the time to produce doesn't mean they know what they're doing. Here they do. But but there are people that
it's true.
They may know what they're doing, but there may be another way that you can help refine that process that they're going through on your behalf.
But sometimes you can produce a show yourself, but sometimes you need a producer. If you're creating a brand new show, you don't want to be worrying about all the ticket sales and the marketing and emailing people all these last minute questions that come up. You want to just be able to focus on the show. I did a show once at the Forum Theatre in Melbourne for the Melbourne Comedy Festival. The Forum seats 500 people, and I sold out 3 shows. I did 3 shows. They were all on Monday nights because I was doing 8 shows a week of Hairspray at the same time, and I produced the whole thing myself. And I think the show, it suffered a bit because
the retention wasn't solid.
Like the last thing that I was able to focus on was like the actual script and learning what I needed to say that night. So
pick your battles.
Create the show and be happy with the show before you start worrying about actually producing it in a venue, or at least get as far down that path as possible.
Yeah.
Which goes back to the rewrite. Get it right in your head before you put it in front of people.
George, do you have anything that you want to add?
Just what Richard and everybody touched on, really. It depends on the show that you've got. It depends on the size of the show or what you're planning, where you're planning to go with the show. It really depends. It depends on the type of person you are as well. I mean, if you don't have some people just they don't get the business side of things. So if you don't have that, then it's great to have a producer, especially for publicity and marketing. I think they're the number one things.
And part of that is about just actually getting out and meeting people and networking, and I think I have to say with younger people, it is sometimes I think you're at a disadvantage in the sense that you come from a generation. This is a very broad statement, but of I want it quickly. You're so used to getting things really quickly, and I think that there has to be we've got to get back to that idea of going to see lots of stuff. Get out, get away from the computer, and go and see things. Go and see shows. Go and see cabaret festivals. Go and get some money. Go to Adelaide. Be there for a week. See everything that's on. One of the things that everyone's touched on here is research. There's so much research. There's so much time that just goes into just watching and letting that fill that creative well that you've got that then bubbles up and makes you want to actually say something yourself. Just watching, seeing people, talking to people, meeting people. Every time you get to picking up the brochures and just taking them and looking at what's on, so that you know what's going on, and you keep seeing the same names again and again as the music director or as the producer then you start to get to know who's doing what. All of that sort of stuff is really important. And you can't be in a bubble on your own.
And you do what Anna did, and you talk to people like Barry Humphries, or you talk to Nancy Hayes because she's doing today.
Ask for everything. If you can only ask. They don't say yes, they don't say no.
That's so true. Yes.
I wanted to ask just friends on marketing. Like, let's say we do a show in Sydney. Where would you put the marketing budget? So you've got $500, $800 for a cabaret show. Where do you spend that? On flyers and things?
That's right.
Yes, go.
My marketing budget, as opposed to my publicity budget, is almost always $0. I'd much rather spend money on a publicist than on marketing. I think that
Can you define what marketing
sorry,
publicity is?
the
Marketing
is essentially means advertising. So when you pay for an advert in the Telegraph or on the television or anything, like, obviously you wouldn't be doing it for a cabaret show. But you know, I mean, occasionally things come up. You know, someone maybe would like a gay press or something, they might offer you a last minute really cheap thing, and you think that's worthwhile. But I, generally speaking, would much rather spend money on a publicist because, firstly, they'll get more results, and secondly, pay a lot more attention to articles in something they're reading.
Editorial versus advertorial.
Yes, when we brought out Megan Mullally, as you mentioned, that's another way, by the way, that I've made money from Cabaret is doing big international artists like that, and then we can afford to spend money on small show. But that was like a $250,000 investment for that tour, and we spent, I think, $0 on advertising. Everything was editorial. And the great thing with that is that people want to talk to Megan Mullally, so there's a lot of opportunity for interviews.
Well, yeah, you're getting a lot more stories.
But it's another reason where we were talking about something like the Lucille Ball show, anything like that. It doesn't have to be about a celebrity, but an idea that you can say, that the publicist can go to a publication and say, this is a show about this, or it's a show, and it doesn't, like I said, it doesn't have to be a person, it can be like more of a generation-wide thing like this.
You talked about using writers, like obviously that's part of your networking, but if you don't, like how do you find writers?
Find out who's writing stuff.
Yeah.
Read. I mean, you could.
Bring up the Writers Guild
Yeah.
and ask them.
Have a look at programs, read programs, and find out who's writing the shows that you're keen to see. And
Like their stuff up.
exactly. It is about asking. When I was looking for a producer to help me with that, I was invited to a night at the Seymour Centre through my singing teacher, and Neil Gooding was the producer of this show that was in the works. And so I googled Neil and found out that he was auditioning for a Parramatta Riverside show. So I went and auditioned for the show. And then I took my flyer for the Divine Miss Bet that was opening at Slide, and I went, can you come to this? I actually, you know, I didn't mind if I got into the show or not. It was just so I could go and sing and meet Neil and then give him the flyer, and then he turned up to the show and then offered to work with me. So, I mean, that was very calculated in my approach, but that was the only way I knew to do it, you know? So that's find out and read.
Think laterally as well. And also don't ever assume that everyone's too busy or too, you know, sort of, oh God, they're really famous. Don't assume that because most people are
Because
doing
we're not.
nothing. They're just going, oh God, I'm waiting, I've got to, you know, what do I do? Lots and lots of people around at work, you know, it's like 90, I think it's up to something, I don't know the exact figure, but it's around 96% of performers at any time around at work.
Yeah. But your waitress,
So, you know,
you're saying
they're waiting, you know, that would go to
shows,
writers too, and you know, all sorts of people, yeah.
I contacted Tim Chappell for my first Rosa show to ask him, because I just finished off
The Tim Chappell, it tells people who Tim Chappell is that don't know.
Tim Chappell designed all the costumes for Priscilla, the movie and the stage show. He's now won Tony, Oscar and
A Green Award for your show?
did he win an Olivia Award or
Probably, yeah,
let's just say.
probably.
And anyway, so he's amazing, and I thought, look, I'll just ask him if he can make some costumes for my Russian beautician character. Anyway, he said yes, so I went to his house in Darlinghurst and we had a bit of a meeting, and he'd drawn up these sketches which were just unbelievable. And he showed me his Oscar, and then he said...
and
That's what he called it.
he showed you.
Anyway, so you know, we had this amazing meeting, and my heart was racing, and I just couldn't believe it. And we went to this fabric shop in Darlinghurst where he showed me all these feathers that we were going to use and all this stuff, and it was just brilliant. And then he said, "Oh, which way are you going? Can you drop me off at Centrelink?" And I was like, "This is a multi-award-winning designer." So, you know, don't be shy to ask.
You've got to ask.
All
All
artists.
idiots, you have to ask.
Yeah, absolutely. Now listen, we have to wrap it up. So this panel is going to hang around for like a few minutes and have a cup of tea. We've got some lovely sort of cakes that Helen, one of our participants brought in. Thank you, Helen. Biscuits and tea coffee out there. So we'll continue the conversation outside. Could you please...